Ashley, your scrapping nerd, and I'm back today with a layout for Scraplift Crafternoon, and it's where a bunch of my crafty peeps and I get together. I always scraplift an amazing layout, and today we are scraplifting Amanda, and you saw her layout at the top of the video. It's gorgeous, and she's got a new YouTube channel, so go visit her channel, like and subscribe. She does amazing things. Like I said, you saw that layout that we're scraplifting today. It's gorgeous, so go give her some love, welcome her to the YouTube world. So I decided to use my How to Kill a Kit with Style kit today, just to try to start to use up some of those papers, and it was crazy because the plaid paper here is a basic gray with the date of 2011. Then the orange paper was an American Crafts with the date of 2010. But are you ready for this? The green one was a Prima with a date of 2006. So that means I have been carrying around that paper for almost 10 years. And I don't want to think about that. But I got it used today. And in Amanda's layout, she had multiple layers for her layout. And so that's what I'm doing here is I really liked the back side that had that floral or like leaf pattern. And I was going to use that, but I was afraid that my embellishments wouldn't show up as well. So I'm using the plaid side, and then I'm using that orange to matte that. And then I will matte those two with the green 10-year-old Prima paper. And so I will also gut out the orange and the green paper so that my layout isn't really thick, because if you don't gut them, it starts to get kind of thick when you do a lot of layers. Plus, I wasn't sure if I was going to use some of these to matte my photos or not. So that's what I'm doing here. And I did pull in some from my kit, some Doodlebug Doggone Cute ephemera and some yellow washi strips. I don't know where they came from. I think that they're like making memories or creative memories washi strips. And then I pulled in some vellum sheets that were my wildlife, but I didn't use any of the vellum sheets. And I did pull in an embossing folder, but I didn't use any of that either because I pulled in a couple of my scraps, which I'll show you. But those are kind of the things I pulled out of my kit. And I got all of this, like I said, it took a while to get all this kind of laid out. And I picked some photos of just my dogs laying there. In Amanda's layout, she had 2 vertical photos, so her clusters will stay more towards the bottom left of her layout, but I had 2 horizontal photos. I did print them in a smaller size. I'm not sure what size they are actually, and one of them I even print smaller than the other. I just used my Canon selfie to print it, and I used one of the collage layouts, and so I'm not really completely sure. Let's see, I could probably measure it here. I think the one is like a 5, yeah, 4-ish. No, I'd say 4. It's like a 4, and then the other one, the smaller one, will be like a 3.5 wide. But I wanted to get those matted because when I laid them out, it's going to make a different layout the more mattes that I add to them. And I took some of the orange paper and I matted that. And then I will double matte the photos and do white because my Doodlebug ephemera is all kind of outlined with white. And so I figured that my photos should do the same. So I got the orange down, and then I will matte them with a white. And these are just, like I said, some fun photos. This was our pack. My little guy in the back there, Pip, he passed away a couple years ago. He came to us as a stray. We couldn't find his home for a couple months, and then we found his home, and the lady then called me back and said she didn't want him anymore. And so I just don't understand that. But so we got him, and then we were trying to find him a home because, my husband was like, that's 4 dogs. And he just wouldn't let us. And then he loved me and I loved him. And so really I was kind of looking for another home for him, but not really. So we kept him, but he was probably beaten. And so he had seizures, and one of his seizures just was too much for him. But he's so cute sitting behind the other 3. And I have on the left is Yoda, the white fur ball, and then the other 2 are my old ladies. And then Pip is in the back. And so I just love this photo. They're just all hanging out together on their blanket. And I wanted a dog photo to go with these doggone cute things from Doodlebug. They're so adorable. And then the thing I love about Doodlebug's ephemera packs is they give so many things in them. It's 148 die cut pieces. Like, I probably will never use all of these, but I'm going to try. So anyways, I pulled in from my kit also these like photo corners, and I'm going to use them as arrows to go kind of across the page. And then the washi is going to go vertical on the left side of the layout. In Amanda's layout, she had a vertical element, and I believe it had stitching on it, but I was trying to mimic that. And she did go across the top of her photos with some embellishments, and so I'll kind of do something along those lines. But the arrows I thought were cute to help just kind of ground my photos so they weren't just floating out in the ether of the layout, mostly because, like I said, they're horizontal, not vertical, so they didn't really anchor to the bottom corner like Amanda's did. And it's funny because I do all this kind of vertical element here. I pulled in 4 of the washi strips and created a cute little side here with them, but then I cover up a lot of this. So, but isn't that how it always goes? And I only wanted it to go the length of the plaid paper. I didn't want it to go over the layout mats. So that's why I'm just cutting off the edges of each of the washi strips. But I thought that turned out cute. And I have these washi strips. Again, who knows where I got them. I don't even know if they call them washi strips. But, and I have them in a few colors. And so I'll probably keep putting them in my kit and get them used up, because this actually looks really cute. I like the different, like the, what is that? The squiggly ones? The chevron, maybe. That's how you would describe it. And so I pulled in also the sticker sheet, and let me see, what is that? The sticker sheet is Echo Park, and it's called Pets. I forgot I grabbed this one as well. And this one, at least this one's from 2022, so it's not so ancient, but it's cute. It has a bunch of little different kinds of pets. And so I'm going to use that as well. And it had the spoiled rotten, and that's kind of my title. And so I pulled in this piece from the Doggone Cute, and it actually says Dog Cafe at the top, but I thought if you didn't see the cafe, you might think it looked like a house. And there's a little, like, that black piece at the bottom right of the ephemera. It's like a menu board, and so I'm going to cover that up. I used the Beware of Dog and just covered up the Dog Cafe part. And I just thought it was cute because there's like a dog on the porch, and then there's one in the window, and there's dog bones. And so I thought, well, why not? We'll just say that it's a house. And I pulled in this other dog, put down there with my title at the bottom. And then I pulled in the Forever Friends and covered that menu board of the cafe part of the ephemera. And I thought that that's cute, and because they're all friends. That was my little pack here. And this is where in Amanda's layout she had some flags in the top right corner, and so I went to my little 6x6 stack that sits next to me, and I had these few like dog photo mats, and so I'm just going to use these and cut 2 flags, and then I'll use the orange and the green to mat them so that they stand out a little bit more as well. And when I cut flags, I could have went to my dies, because I have flag dies, and used that to cut them the little flags at the end. But for these, I was like, oh, this is just easy. I just cut a straight piece, and then I find the middle and I cut up the middle, and then from the corners I cut to match the middle. Sometimes it looks better than others, but I don't mind either way. And so then I matted them, and so all I did was I glued the piece to like the orange or the green, and then I fussy cut around it. Like I said, just so that it stood out a little bit better from the background. And I thought about splattering the background, but I didn't in the end. I thought, oh, I should go grab some of my sprays, but I like how it turned out, and I didn't want any of the sprays to end up on the ephemera, because the ephemera, like I said, is kind of matted with the white or has an outline, and so I didn't want any of the sprays to go on that. And there's still like that plaid paper is kind of distressed in there anyway, so I like how nice and crisp and clean this layout turned out. It's so cute. And I pulled in this dog that's eating some slippers, or well, has slippers in his mouth, but then I will switch him out for one that has like a branch in his mouth, just because I pulled in those other trees and put around that little house. I created a little scene up there, and it's in that one tree on the left, there's a cat hanging out in the tree, which I thought was cute. But and I pulled in some little tufts of grass, and put at the bottom of the house, and also by the dog at the bottom by the title. You know, just creating some cute little scenes with all of the ephemera. Like I said, that Doodlebug Designs ephemera is adorable. And then in my kit, I have these squares that are just stickers. Again, another thing that I think it's a Creative Memories, and who knows where I got them. And I would never, this is why I love this How to Kill a Kit with Style, because I put them in my kit, and I decided, you know what, let me put some little square dots across by the bottom and the top of the photos. And I would never, if I didn't have the kit, I would never think of that, to be like, oh, those one green squares. And so this is why I like this kit, because then they're there, I see them, and then I think about how I can use them to get them used up. And it's just a fun little element. But that is the layout, guys. Make sure you check out all of my crafty peeps below. See how they're scraplifting Amanda today. And again, make sure you visit Amanda, like and subscribe to everyone's channels. Thank you to everyone that's liked and subscribed to my channel. I just love you guys. And I hope everyone has a great day. Bye.